Amy Wadge, and I'm with BDI Bucks.
I'm Luke Juby, and I'm with Pierre.
I'm Ollie Green, and I'm with BDI Bucks.
Yeah, it's been good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to meet new people, make new contacts, and venues like this. Like, I'm used to a tiny little bedroom studio, so for me this is like heaven. So yeah, that's been like just the space. Do you know what I mean? Is really good. And yeah, like they say,
it just takes you out of your comfort zone. You know, you get to meet different people, work in different ways, and I always think it's just like a reboot. You know, you come to one of these things and you go away and you're better off for it, really. So I was here Wednesday, so the Saturdays, and then me should be today.
Charlie Brown.
Thursday, Charlie Brown, yeah.
Jacob yesterday, who was awesome.
He's sick. He's so good. I didn't even know about him.
And Bo, who was Dutch.
Okay.
And very cool.
Yeah, I did Charlie Brown as well. And today, me should be, although I think we're probably going to pitch this one to someone else because it's kind of turned a bit kind of more Justin Bieber-y kind of. But yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I think it's good. Like, it's just good to write. Like, it's just good to write with new people. Do you know what I mean? Like, regardless of like, because we had the brief, but sometimes like you just gotta like, he was vibing something else. It's just good to like,
the brief like kicks you off.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
By the end of the day, you're like, okay, that probably isn't bang on, but it means you haven't got that moment where everyone's going, what should we write about? It kind of breaks the ice, and you know. So I think it's always a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think we're all still going to just do what we would do. We like bring our thing to it, but like I would never in a million years write a Me Should Be track at home, and I'm not a track person anyway. I'm a top liner, so I'm in that like really fortunate position that I can go in and do something over the top of someone's like amazing work, which at home I wouldn't be able to do. And that's kind of, so in a way you do still bring what you bring, but you just hope the person that's in like the session with you will also bring what they bring, and then somehow something comes, you know.
And production-wise, I found like the brief to be kind of more of a guide. Like I just said, like it was kind of like the Me Should Be thing kind of got the vibe for the drums, but then when he started singing and we put some different chords down, it became a lot more like Usher-y, kind of chilled. So I think like it's not necessarily a bad thing if you stray away from it. If you vibe something that works out really well, like it's song camp, it's not brief camp.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So. That's kind of my job, like, because the writers, like, we write the song, and then, like, I've recorded actually the pretty decent vocals, to be fair. I'll take this home now, and like, I'll produce it up. I mean, I've put production on it, you know, synths, guitars, piano, whatever. I'll add to it, I'll add different sounds and whatever, and edit the vocals. Like, with the ones we did on Monday for Charlie, he actually came in and vocal bits to songs that he liked, so, you know, he actually put his own vocals on. But we didn't get a chance to write with him, so we'll do a guide vocal, then we'll work on the beat and get it all sounding top, and then we'll send it over to him, and then if he wants to vocal it, if he likes it, then he'll put his vocals on then. So, and
it kind of depends like what your role is. If you're like the top line person, then in so many ways you like leave and you come back and then you hear like this amazing track, and that's kind of the nice part, is it gets like life, and sometimes like it gets re-vocaled because you just put stuff down, and someone else who's much like more, you know, sort of suited to the track will re-vocal it, and you know. Yeah, that's
their job.
That's kind of, I mean, that's the thing. We're all here because our publishers have brought us here, and essentially, in a way, as awful as it sounds, we've kind of done our job now. And then, you know, you hand those tracks over, and you hope it gets life, and you know, gets life somewhere. And
the good thing was that at least two publishers working at it, because there'll be Bucks and Pierre.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's coming from two different angles, which is quite good. And also, but. For example, some of the people, like the guy I'm working with, he's from America, and he's got, you know, he's written for like Chris Brown and people, so like he will also probably push it with his group of people. Do you know what I mean? So it's coming from different angles, which is great. So it's better than just one, you know, it's better than us trying to just push it ourselves. We've got a big team and another team and possibly another team pushing it. So it just increases the chances, I guess.
I don't. It's like, and I don't. I think as a co-writer, full stop. I think not in a kind of a flippant way, but I think that's the game that we're in. Is that you write and then you move on constantly. So I'm just happy that I had that moment and wrote that song, and I always just think about that, and I don't ever think about the what ifs, because so I just enjoyed the days, and that was it really.
Michael, the guy I work with, said something quite fun, because like it depends, like obviously I'm not a singer, I'm a producer, so it's slightly different, but with him as a singer, he's actually looking to start his own singing career. So when he sings a song, not necessarily this one, but he said in the past when he's sang songs that he's vocaled, then his publishers have sent it to someone else, and they've said they want it and vocaled it themselves, and he's like, oh, I wanted that myself. Do you know what I mean? So I guess sometimes I'll do a beat and I think, actually, I could probably do something with this, and then someone else will use it and I'm kind of like, damn. But it's about moving on and just always thinking to the next one. Do you know what I mean?
I think there's one song that had proper emotional content, because it was one of those songs. Some songs for me, you write it and it's kind of just almost a brief, and then other songs you actually sit down and it actually means something. I haven't worked out who I'd tell it's about yet. I've got to make up someone, find out that's definitely about you, love.
Yeah, some are definitely more work. Some are more work, like it feels like doing a job. Like, I'm doing to it this brief, done, right, see you later. Others are like much more like you'll spend days on it because you love it and you connect with it a lot.
And the thing is this, you're like on one day and then you're done. And like some normal writing sessions might be 3 days, and you might really connect with that person. And often I kind of used to working with the artist, I'm sure you guys are as well, rather than just sort of working for a brief. So it's harder to be completely emotionally connected in that sense, because you haven't got to know that person, and it's like a faceless sort of track at this point.